Last left off, everyone had gotten horribly murdered by the Mushroom Men.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty close to it.
It was pretty close. I mean, I was unconscious, at least.
Oh, right.
Which was actually kind of a surprising encounter for me, because that was a completely fair encounter.
I'm not saying it was...
Wait. It's up. I have the link.
No, I'm not going on. That was actually like a perfectly balanced encounter that was actually way too powerful for you guys.
I think
it wasn't too powerful. It was just a lot of lucky hits from those guys. Dude, like, runs fucking crits Nick in the face with the bone.
Right,
they did crit 3 times.
And I missed with several of my encounter and daily power stuff. So that was there was just a lot of the roles basically played that whole thing out. So you have a link for us now?
Bomar shoot things with arrows.
Yeah, Jason, if he dies, he's making a new character called King Bomar.
Bomar?
Based off the third-string quarterback for the New York Giants.
Oh, that's right. Spoony didn't see the helmet. Oh, the crown.
Your Sarlacc pit helmet.
So how's Bomar holding up?
Bomar do good.
Bomar, good quarterback.
Why is the third stringer in? Oh, it's a pretend game. Okay.
Well, no, it's because Eli's injured and our backup's injured, so the dude had to play the entire game.
Okay, so what were we doing? I'm just confused.
We were fighting those mushroom men, I believe.
No, where were we going? We were going south from Vunel to Ahistus.
Yeah. The Forest of Ahistus.
Yeah, you were trying to find a way to read the spell out of the Word of Morgana without erasing Darstein's brain.
Yes.
Well, that's not really our primary goal, per se. I mean, if it happens, it happens. You know?
He doesn't need a brain to backstab
It would only be part of his brain.
Well, he doesn't even remember to backstab people anyways. Who cares?
We can't even remember that Darstein's a woman, so there we go.
Does the chat room want the link?
What are you talking about links for?
I got the D&D animation immortalizing. Fucking. All right, here it is.
Yes, Flood.
Well, you're not gonna get the fucking link if you're gonna flood the damn chat.
I can't click on it. It goes too fast.
I can't click on it. Ah, damn it! No.
The bullets are going through the hole.
You're gonna get yourself booted from the chat at this rate, Joe.
Stop typing.
I like how people are reporting the fact that they clicked on it. They're like, I got it.
All right, I'm fucking tweeting.
And none of you shall.
Yeah, why didn't you just tweet it, dude?
Whatever.
DDoS on Joe's site.
No, because if Joe tweets it, he'll have to do it in 3 different tweets.
Oh my god, you guys are so horribly lagging the streaming computer. It's not even funny.
Okay, everybody calm down. Let's check it out.
I'm trying
away roaches.
It's not loading right now.
It's not loading?
No.
No.
It's too many people are fucking hitting it.
The D&D freak out.
It loaded for me. I got that stupid bitch eating like cheesecake or something.
Joe, is it on your blip?
Yeah. Well, of course it's on my blip.
Money whore.
She's Shoryuken's the demon.
Oh, look. Well, it took 30 seconds for the page to load.
Is it even up?
It's up. I'm getting my Tekken Talk video right now.
Holy fuck, I think y'all crashed my site. That's pretty cool.
It's badass!
Yeah, that is badass. I mean, I wish it would work, but...
There's a little ghost.
Damn, y'all fucked that shit hard. Okay, well, let me just give you the fucking blip link. That's easy. Here's the blip link.
Spoony is amused.
Is Spoony one? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Fighter of men.
I was looking for, and I can get there on the 8:13.
I go, fuck yeah, who's the ranger now? You hadn't hit shit that entire session.
I know. The one fucking thing I hit is the kill.
Then all of a sudden you were like fucking Legolas. He's like, what? What?
Kill stealing bitch.
Oh, Spoony, here, I'm gonna paste this to you. This is my new crown.
Your new crown.
Yes.
You're gonna be wearing a crown? I'll wait and see. I gotta see.
I know that Andrew's still working on his.
Did you make this crown, or was it?
No, I had it on the bullshit wish list I had, and somebody actually bought it for me.
Oh.
So
I think I actually had a rubber chicken on my wish list that somebody bought. I don't know why. I'll use it. I'll use it in a video somehow.
Put this on your website, Spoony, please.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it when we're done with the session.
I just. I just like how you'll hear the actual the chat from our end until the death actually occurs, and then just makes it so much less epic. It's great. Though I don't think you actually rolled those hits there, Joe. I have to be honest.
I don't know.
I don't think you rolled a show where you can.
I don't think you actually punched enemies. I think you actually just shot lightning at him with that character.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Lord Bane does exactly what he did in the video. That's how I beat the shit out of people.
Actually, what he does is he punches so hard the lightning comes out of his fingers.
This guy fucked everything up. We were in a corner, too. I didn't ask for anybody to help me. In fact, I told you all
that is true. He did not help.
Yeah, but you were also, like, immobilized, prone...
That's why it was a mano-a-mano fight.
Because you were prone...
No, that's what we call a curb stomping, Joe.
I was winning! Don't twist the facts. I was about to deal the death blow.
Jason, Jason, as an aside, that's an awesome picture.
Thank you.
Is there actually a mod named Petey Gun, the German god of gods?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
It's Petey. It's just he's renamed himself as Petey Gun, the German god of gods.
Okay, Petey.
Oh dear. So are we gonna get
Dude,
this
is
game
that
going?
the Power Rangers theme playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is great.
Badass.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm not unconscious anymore, am I?
You're unconscious until we take a short rest.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
at zero.
So-
at zero.
When we left off, your plan was generally you were going to go into the town of Vendel to try to resupply and seek aid, and you kind of got scared off because you'd heard some bad things about the current rulership of Vendel, and yeah, you decided it was best to be avoided. So you were kind of camped out in the forest about a mile away from town when Joe kind of reconnoitered the place and came back with news, and she's like, "So you know what? Screw it. We'll keep going south and go cross country to Ahistas." And just before you left, you stumbled across some kind of fungal colony that attacked you and had put up a really stiff resistance.
Victor's got the bone imprint in his forehead to prove it.
So do you.
And the lungs full of spores.
And
I think I get hit by those like 3 times.
One of them for a crit, too.
Yeah.
You were fucking getting high off of them.
I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I was doing good.
You got hit with cloud spores like 4 times. So that's where we are. I still believe, what's his name?
Garrett.
Garrett is still knocked out.
Yeah, he's still knocked out.
I need to sleep. Get heals.
What time of day is it?
It's actually It's about mid-afternoon. It's just after lunchtime.
Do we want to drag him with us and then set up camp later in the day?
Yes.
Or we can just do a short rest and I can heal.
I'd prefer not to stay next to the forest with the spiders and the mushrooms.
The mushrooms hurt.
The mushrooms hurt.
Just in case there are any reinforcements or anything of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we do that, then if we get ambushed, we'll be out one person.
If we get ambushed either way, we're screwed right now.
Good idea.
Well, after a short rest, you can take as many healing surges as you want.
Yeah, I can get the heal to full with a sleep, so it's a short rest. So
alright, let's take a short rest and then let's move on.
Okay. I have to spend 4 healing surges because Song of Rest doesn't apply right now. So 4 surges, full health. That was. Yep. Okay.
So, should we trek off?
Yeah, as good as an idea as anything. I think getting away from this forest might be a good idea at any rate, too.
Should we pop our heads into the clearing just north of Ahistis to make sure that portal thing's closed and all hell hasn't broken loose?
That might be good.
Not to hit detours where we're going.
Well, true. I mean, I think either going to the location or going straight to Ahistis is an okay enough idea. It's just a matter of, well,
we've got that forest north of Ahistis. Are we going to go through it or around it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I prefer to cut along the side of it, but not go into Ahistis.
Okay.
The person we're looking for is a mile outside of Ahistis, so
okay.
With luck, we shouldn't have to get into the city.
Then we travel around that forest and try to avoid Ahistis as well as we can.
Yes.
Okay.
For now, at least.
Pack your bags, we're rolling out.
I think I'm at the front, so you need me to make another nature check?
Roll out.
Do we need to make a marching order?
Yeah, and whoever's leading the way has to do a survival check or whatever knowledge you use to navigate.
Not sure, yes.
22.
What about
Are we going north to south or south to north here?
I will manufacture more dark energy.
Oh, south to north is the marching order?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Since we're heading south.
Oh, so then I've got it right. Never mind.
Whoever is in the back is in, like, at the top is at the back of the party.
Okay.
That is such a great drinking game for War for Cybertron. Every time they say the words fucking Dark Energon. Because they say it like 3 zillion.
Dude, you'd be plastered by Chapter 2.
Because they're like, look over there, Starscream. There's where they manufacture the Dark Energon. Dark Energon, my Lord Megatron? Yes, Dark Energon. They will make us more powerful than ever before because they don't use Dark Energon on Cybertron. What a fool! They don't use Dark Energon. Why don't they use Dark Energon, my Lord Megatron? Silence, Starscream, you fool! I don't...
You gotta throw in one last one.
Dark Energon.
That's what they do when they finish a sentence.
Dark Energon.
That Halo
Newest
commercial
Pokemon.
is
Dark Energon.
actually
Dark
pretty
Energon.
funny.
Dark Energon.
I like that Halo commercial. It's funny.
In America.
In America. All right. Let's see here.
Okay, so 22 on the navigate roll. I'll get back on task. If I may. If I can just not put up with any of your damn interruptions.
Hopefully my 22 beats a 1.
It should. That was just your luck roll, and it came up bad.
Oh.
He's rolling our luck rolls.
My luck roll was a natural 20.
Nullified.
Damn.
Okay, you journey onward for about 6 hours before nightfall, and I assume you make camp.
Yes.
Yep. Do we have any estimate of how far out we are?
About another day.
It's about I think it was said it was a 10-day journey. You have about 9 days remaining ahead of you.
Oh, joy.
Yes.
Yes, we will make camp.
We'll just keep going.
Keep going. Fuck sleep.
Like, who needs sleep? Okay.
Guess I'll take the. I'll take the first watch.
All right.
I don't believe any in our party has night vision, so
Just low light vision. I mean, I'll take the. Can I take the third one so I can get my 6 hours first? Or
yes,
Nice
RoboCop, you
night,
may take the third shift.
at least you understood me.
Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Not the civilians.
Serve the public trust. You have 20 seconds to comply.
Alright, so I'm on the first shift. Who else is with me?
I'll take the second shift.
Okay.
Since I have the best perception.
Lord Vane or Victor, one of you be with me, because for battle I suck.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'll take the second watch if no one's taking a second spot for that.
Okay, so first shift, me and Vane. Second shift, Darstine and Garrett. Third shift, Juliet and Victor.
Yeah.
Second
sounds
shift
good.
is Juliet and Darstine. Third shift is Garrett and Victor. He wants to get his shit first.
There you go.
Oh, that's what I forgot to roll. I wonder.
Oh, Spoony, you can use the GM window. I closed it, so I don't have to see your rolls.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hang on. I wonder in the DM guide if there's a weather chart for determining what the weather is on the day.
Ooh.
I didn't see any in the DM guide.
I'm pretty sure you could use some other rule set that has a chart like that.
I've got a chart, but it's not. If there's an official one, I would. I've got some.
Has a hail of
Wait. A chart for determining what the weather's going to be on a random scale? Are you sure you're not just going to be a professional weather program?
I got it. All right. Because random weather is kind of a slippery slope. I mean, most of the time the weather's normal, so you got to have a chart that actually makes inclement weather kind of uncommon. So this table I have is actually pretty good.
It starts raining.
After trudging through the desert all day long, the next day you.
Well, that's exactly it. Because weather tends to come and go in patterns. So if it's sunny one day, it's probably going to be sunny the next day. If it's raining one day, it's probably going to be kind of shitty weather the next day. But it kind of depends. So this table I got's pretty good, actually.
As it starts snowing one day and just
and it says, it's going to start snowing.
heat wave the next.
And actually, this is it is summer. As we're now that I mention it.
Don't you hear that, Victor? It's bikini weather for you.
Time to get the female armor on.
And actually, you get somewhat uncommon weather. It is hotter than normal.
Aww. So does the night go through?
Yes, the night passes without events, and you start to trek across the fields and grasslands, heading south towards the forest.
All right.
And I'll simply assume that I'm going to kind of fast forward a little bit and see if you get...
Unless you want to dice roll every single hour of every single day.
Nope. I will not.
And you're walking along, and a dragon comes out.
I see a dandelion.
A dandelion attacks you and bites at your leg.
Are you sure that dandelions have a rend limb attack?
It's a dire dandelion.
It's a pretty badass dandelion, man.
Sounds like some sort of nerdcore song.
Dire
dandelion.
It's the kind of dandelion you don't want to fuck with.
It's a dandelion that hangs out on the wrong side of town. They like to snort weed killer.
It's pretty hardcore for a dandelion.
Damn right.
Okay, give me a second.
And they're also racist, so they go down the street and beat up a bunch of roses.
Okay. It's about 5 days later that you manage to reach the northern edge of the forest, to the north of Ahistis. Hang on a second. just remembered something. Let's see if Darstein loses her soul.
That's not funny.
You go, guys, I just can't think, like, feel like we forgot something. As, like, back at the first camp is the book scene alone. Dun, 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 dun.
As something corrupts my brain and just makes me start reading shit out of the book. This won't cast anything, right, guys?
Thankfully,
who are you guys?
It didn't enchant any of the. It didn't enchant anyone in our party that could use anything magical related.
All right, so you reach the north edge of the Gold Forest, which is the forest that's north of Ahistis. And you said you were going to go around the eastern edge of it?
Well, when we reach the edge of the forest, I do want to try doing a nature check to see if I can detect any tracks or anything.
Tracks of what?
I recall hearing when I spoke to Moritha the first time, she said that there were high elves in the woods. I'll make sure.
Right.
I wanted to make
Go ahead.
About that.
16. I want to make sure that if we can...
Yes, you're absolutely right, and you didn't remember something that I failed to.
Oh, that's... let's see here.
No, but even if there were tracks, the elves are probably too good to leave them for a 16 to detect.
No.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then we're going to continue along. Avoiding the forest is probably the best option.
So are we going to go around the east, or should we go around the west and head
Go
towards
around
the west?
I think it was to the west was where Moritha was, wasn't it?
Because if we head around the east, we'll have to actually skirt pretty close to Ahistis.
Yeah, that's probably just... We'll stick to the west side of it.
Might add like a day or a half or something like that, but...
All right. That's a plan. I like hearing plans.
Joe heard my epic plan for later. He liked it.
Oh,
Kill
no.
off Darstein.
Oh, okay.
Our plan to kill Darstein.
It's like, oh no, a plan hatched by Chris and Joe. This can't be good.
Hey, fuck you! My plans are decent.
What's that? I totally didn't hear a thing you just said, I swear.
Huh? Was that supposed to be funny?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Talking about killing my character.
Try getting the ranch out of yours, then.
Well, you were the one that put the ranch there. You were like, let me eat out of your ears, baby. I'm not.
I like it a little bit exotic.
Do we have to go about the exotic again?
Yes, I like things exotic. Like hot sauce.
Hot
having
sauce.
sex with Puerto Rican children. You have a touchdown as I penetrate their soft, supple anuses.
In 37 countries, Chris.
What the fuck just happened?
That was the compressed version of last night.
Pretty much.
1 second, I gotta do some. Because you encounter something.
No.
We counter the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I certainly wasn't expecting them.
What if the Spanish Inquisition?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hey, just a real quick. I guess I'll wait till Spoony finishes this. But does any of our characters know anything about Hajun?
Huh?
Hajun? It's to the west of Ahistis.
I could do a history check to see if my character knows anything about it.
Again, I just want to make sure this isn't like a city of ravenous raptors that go out and rape people. Like, just being cautious.
Wow. So
Look, I think that's over the top, but just wait till you see what happens when you don't make that check and you're wrong.
Hujn, Hujn, is you know it to be a border fortress on the western edge of the Kingdom of Sarmanath.
Okay.
So it's a military stronghold.
Okay.
Essentially, we should not go there.
Yeah.
Bad. Attack it head on. Charge! Oh, bad idea.
this was a good idea. This was a good idea until it stopped working.
We're the 6-tarded bandits sneaking through the forest, getting our ass kicked by mushrooms and some wizards.
To be fair, the wizards were also mushrooms.
That's true. Those fucking mushrooms hit hard with those clubs, though, man.
They did.
And those fuckers didn't drop anything useful either. They're like, oh, here's my shitty bone club.
Hmm.
I should have torn one of their fucking heads off and worn it as a cap.
Would have been a little messy, but
Well, I already have someone else's head sitting in my bag.
just carrying heads around with you, man, you're...
Dude, my first D&D character made a habit out of collecting his enemies' tongues. He wore a necklace of them. It's kind of fucked up.
All right.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's chaotic evil, so
I
it
don't
made
think
sense.
that they might have last one.
I don't know what Nick said.
I think the tongues would probably decay more than stuff like, I don't know.
I think it was
He-
ruled of cool because I had an entire fucking necklace of them by the end.
Tongueless.
Okay, I'm gonna draw
yes,
something
yes.
on the whiteboard, and then we'll get going here.
Yay.
Yes, the I love head jokes come in.
Well, that's weird.
Not only that, but it's rotting, festering head. I don't have druid herbal stuff to preserve the head. It doesn't quite work that way.
Well, what about druish herbal stuff, huh?
What?
Druidic? Making a Spaceballs joke. Of course, you have never seen Spaceballs, so you wouldn't get it.
I've seen parts of it. It's
Funny, he doesn't look Jewish.
I'm not getting into what movies I haven't seen. It's gonna be
Please
an
don't.
entire session. I'm gonna make a blog post on that one day, and I'm just gonna list every movie I haven't fucking seen that you guys get pissed off about.
That might be really, really long.
It's gonna be
Ah. Okay, so much for that. That didn't work.
Spoony need help?
Trying to draw a circle, and I just drew two of them. Okay, got it. I got it.
Versus, whenever I draw something spherical, I immediately draw a set of boobs.
For some reason,
we all have that problem.
That doesn't sound like that of a problem.
It's like, God, I can't find a way to draw this halfling army just appropriately enough. Sorry, Joe, you should have tipped higher when you were there.
You get attacked by an army of halflings.
Army of halflings, elves on the other side, and mushroom people covering their flank.
Mushroom, mushroom, halfling, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Lich! It's a lich!
That's horrible.
Why does it only draw a circle in one specific size? Oh, radius, that's why. Shit.
We have to calculate the radius for this stuff.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes, you have to know geometry to play D&D. Harken back to your days in 9th grade.
Okay, now why isn't it drawing? Seriously?
Clear cache.
I'm just gonna freehand it. Okay. Marvel at my green on green shapes.
He's like, God,
Ah!
ow. He's like, come on, guys, I need to finish drawing Hydra Lake.
I can't see anything. I can make.
Oh,
up the
this has got to
circles.
be hell for your color blindness.
It's okay. I
Green
can deal
color
with it.
blindness.
These are trees. Shut up.
Perfectly spherical trees.
Shut up, boo.
This is from a bird's eye perspective, I'll have you know. Do not taunt my awesome artwork.
Because as we all know, birds have terrible vision.
Look, that one bird looks at that tree and sees
Shut up.
like three different tree drawings. Echo Gray is always like 5 squares behind the rest of the group.
Because he has the bow and arrow, so he has a huge long range, so he doesn't need to be close.
I know.
I've got a range of 40. I don't need to be close. I'm just like, what's up?
I was going to say...
you could be a day behind us, and you'd still find a way to be fucking hitting enemies.
I was going to say, like, from the ground, these trees look like lollipops.
Okay. I just got to pick up miniatures, and we will roll.
Time to roll out.
Don't worry, I'll find you the
Skitch, what do you
appropriate
have?
dire wolf ones. Yeah, because that's...
Catch a rat.
Right?
Catch a rat.
Skitch, what do you have for our experience level?
For me, I thought that we... Did we ever get... We got the experience from that last encounter, and I thought I saved it. Shoot. Is your set as 3285?
I think that was it.
Where we ended at last time? Okay.
Yeah, the problem is that for some reason or another I got over one version of my character sheet, but not the other.
I had the same problem when I recovered my character sheets. It's like, even though I selected the right one, it didn't load up the information properly, so... Yeah.
But yeah, I know that we were like within 500 of leveling up, so that does seem right. Okay.
Stand your ground and fight. You know that our cause is right.
Joe, what brought that on?
Like how Joe wastes the epic music while so
we're sitting around twiddling our thumbs, and Joe gives this epic speech and starts playing battle music.
I swear to God, nothing was funnier than what show we were doing TA, and Joe's like, "Yeah, you want to fight me?" What's he saying that to, buddy?
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'm just trying to pick out a mini.
Take your time.
You want a My Smart Lemonade?
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna take one.
Ah, here we are. He's good.
Fuck, I'm out of beer.
You're out of beer? That's unfortunate.
Beer.
That sucks.
Oh, this is nice. The updated version.
I went to the store and I bought Bud Ice, and it was only $3.69 for six bottles. It was great. And those
But it's
have
Bud Ice.
yeah, but that has more alcohol than normal Bud Light or Budweiser, and
All right.
it tastes smoother. Okay, go.
You start to head south when, at about 100 yards out, you hear some really gruff, gravelly shouting and the sounds of steel clashing on wood. As you round the bend of the forest, you can see Morwaitha's shack, or at least I think only one of you recognizes it as Morwaitha's shack, but he's told you of this druid who lives on the edge of the woods. And you can see the place being laid siege to by some kind of strangely clad bestial creatures who walk on hooved legs. They appear to be led and directed by one in particular who's much larger and wears heavier armor than the rest. The other two are almost surrounded by a cloud of flies and stench. Like their odor is so foul it radiates off them, and they seem to be bashing their fists, which have these bladed hooks attached to their hands like claws. They're wrapped in dirty, filthy bandages, and they're like beating on the door and they're beating on the walls trying to bash it down.
So they look
Anyone
kinda
who knows much about you can make a nature roll.
Okay.
If you want to identify them.
So they look kind of like
25.
big satyrs.
Nature's only 7, so. No,
Yes,
25. Look at
I
that.
say seem to be a lot. Okay, the leader is some kind of gnoll, of course, since you can read it on the sheet on the screen. That's not a big deal. But what a witherling is you know that some of the some gnoll witch doctors and shamans create undead servants. They sometimes raise their own dead as warriors, and they like graft weapons to them, and they're called witherings. That's what they are.
All right.
Gnolls are the kind of wolf-like things, aren't they?
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, they're kind of like Tauren from World of Warcraft, almost.
Victor, you and me, Mighty Duck Bass Brothers. I'm the big guy. Everybody else.
What?
Mighty
Joe,
Duck.
that is the most awesome thing I've heard in years.
Fucking let's do it. Let's kick this big
Hell
guy
yeah.
ass.
Yeah, gnolls are essentially big hyena men.
Okay. Initiative
roll
rolls in.
initiative.
Yeah, I think that
This
we're going
counts
with
as a natural environment.
Oh yeah, it's
All
time.
right. I'm gonna
29.
spend my utility daily, begin the hunt, so I'll get a +2 to initiative, and as part of that, Gnoll Hunter is my quarry, so I can gain my +2 power bonus to him.
Wow, these witherlings get really good initiative. That's strange, considering they're undead.
All right, well, if you can beat a 34, dude.
Yeah, if you could be a 29 a 34, go for it.
They get a 52. I'm kidding.
You got a 29, Chris?
Yep.
I go last.
Everyone's getting like epic, like 19, 34, 29, 3.
Okay, the witherlings go on 18, and the
Mighty-
gnoll goes on 7.
Mighty Ducks Bash Brothers, we're going to be like the last ones to charge in.
3.
All right.
What was Sean's?
19.
19. Nick?
3.
3. Joe, what was yours?
4.
4. All right, let me sort the table by number. I have a feeling I'm going first.
Maybe.
Bane's like, let's
Which
go
is
kick
shocking,
their
'cause
asses,
I had a
Victor,
29.
and let's be polite and
I
give
got
their-
34!
I know. That's what's stunning to me.
How do I do this again? Format.
After you. No, after you. No, after you.
Yeah, Bane's like, let's go kick their asses, Victor, but let's not be impolite. Give everybody else a chance to go first.
Let them go ahead, even though Victor's technically at the front of the party.
Alright, so I'll go first then. Since I don't have much of a choice. Let's see, where can I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will hold my turn there. And
Where
so
those trees?
it would be Chris's turn then.
Don't.
Alright. I'm aiming for the spot above Gnoll Hunter and Witherling 1, the space in between them to the above them. So I'm going to hit them with my daily. I'm dropping Fairy Fire on these fuckers. I mean, Murder Fire. That's what,
Murder
yeah.
fire.
Daisy
Burn
Fleming.
in the flames of hellfire.
This is against Will, against Witherling 1, 22, against Gnoll Hunter, 21.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Alright, they're both slowed, great combat advantage, and if they save, then they get to do that damage on them. And then I'm going to see how far I need to be to do that. Oh shit, I could do that as a very long distance. Alright, I'm going to then spend my action point. I'm summon my bird right there where I hit that.
What?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Skitch or Short, whichever one has the higher dexterity.
Sean, probably.
I've got a 16 dex.
Go.
Okay, well, with them as far as they are, I think I'll have to hold my turn.
Or
Just
double
You
move.
can move a bit.
Or you
like,
can move twice and then hold your turn.
Yeah, or you
That's
could.
true. I can move twice and hold it. Yeah, that's right. Totally forgot.
Well, you can't hold your turn. You're just ending your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, end it. Yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
If you like move to the trees or something, you would probably be in range to attack while still having some cover.
Yeah, I was thinking being about. Well, it won't give me any cover, but about here. Actually, you know what? Whatever the fuck. They're gonna have to move at some point, so I'll be here. And I guess I'll hold my. I'll end my turn then.
Skitch.
Okay. Let's see here.
How close is Morwaith's shack to them? Are
One.
they like working on the
Let's
doors?
see here. my movement.
They're on the map. Let's go down.
6. So 1.
No, I mean,
2,
where's
3,
is Moretha's shack drawn or?
It's the square
4,
thing.
5, 6.
There is
Okay.
no square thing.
Yeah, I can't see a square
Do
thing.
you not see the shapes directly south of them?
No.
No.
Oh,
It's an
well, that's-
invisible shack.
That's weird.
It's like one of those glass houses.
Because there should be something there. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is going to be against Withering 1. I'm just going to use Vicious Mockery against him. So
Not
that's
advantage.
okay. So that's going to be a +9 versus Will. 28.
Hang on. That'll hit.
It's going to be a 1d6 plus 6 damage. It's going to be 7 damage, and it takes -2 penalty to attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
See that?
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so they are right on the door. Okay.
Okay. And that will end my turn for now.
The Witherling. This is a
Witherlings, at your attack, the creatures turn and snarl in rage. They're not happy.
Hey, that's my copyrighted trademark description. No.
They aren't happy.
You're gonna die a lot.
The hunter turns and snarls, and he points at you, and he commands his Witherlings to attack in his own barking hyena language. So they do.
Wait for
Oh,
them
poor
to come to
Garrett.
us.
Does Withering 1 try to move away?
Yeah.
Alright, I get
Shield
to
him.
try to use my bird's opportunity action against him.
Okay. Oh, and they're slowed. That one guy's slowed, right?
Yeah, they're slowed. So, does 20 hit its will?
Yeah.
Alright, its move action is cancelled, so it's going to have to spend a separate action if he wants to try moving.
That's once per day.
It's once per encounter.
Once per encounter.
Use that whirlwind.
Yeah, he will.
He did. He used more one against him. Caw-caw!
The Jodo sounds much more annoying than that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go around the tree.
All right.
There we go.
God damn it, Garrett.
All right. Looks like we got to help out Garrett first.
My
The
AC is
the first one can't attack.
No,
no.
So,
but it will. Yeah, it's gonna hit. So +9 against AC.
Mhm.
Crit.
Yeah, hits. Obviously.
I'm sure it does.
It better hit.
You take 8 points of damage. You take 8 points of damage from its horn claws that it has, like, grafted into its hand, and you are slowed until you save.
Okay.
does Withering 1 want to save?
Now that you ask, sure. He does.
Uh,
Does he explode?
Boom!
He's going to take 19 points of radiant and fire damage.
Jesus.
In case either of those matter against him.
19? How the fuck you do that?
That's my daily, so.
Oh.
And it's also on Null Hunter, so.
Hang on.
You're a null hunter?
19 points, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so it's the Knoll's turn then.
It is not bloodied? Oh, he doesn't have to.
No,
It's
that one
the
is
first
not.
time it's the first time it's been hit, so.
The Knoll. Okay, he's got that. Okay. So
Whose turn is it?
it's the Knolls. I'm on it.
The withering.
The Knoll knocks his longbow and will fire at Garrett, and because he is a hunter, he has pack attack, so he deals 5 extra damage on any attack that has 2 or more of his allies adjacent to it.
Okay.
This is just.
This is what he does.
5 extra damage?
Yeah,
I
if he
swear to
hits.
God, if it's knocked out, Sketch again.
No, I'm not going to get knocked out from this attack, so
24.
that does hit
I
though.
don't know that.
It's like, well, he just did 28 damage. Are you so sure?
1d10 plus 9. 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that plus the additional 5?
That's
Yeah, that was with it.
Okay, phew.
Joe's turn.
So, Null Hunter will save?
Joe, you can reach one.
Does
I
the
think.
Knoll Hunter want to save you?
Yeah, he will. Oh wait. Yeah,
And remember, he's still slow.
he does
Joe,
not.
which one do you want to go after?
He will go.
I'll hit two.
Joe, which one do you want?
Two. I'm
You
gonna
want
get
two?
two. Yeah, and I'm gonna be strategic about it. Lord Vane the second is smarter, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and
Just check. Was Knoll Hunter, is that kind as slowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm running up. Then I'm gonna use Lightning Lure to pull Witherling 2 toward me, away from his friend, so he doesn't get any fucking bonuses. Get over here! And this will be verse Fortitude. Ah, damn it. 14.
No. Good.
Nick.
All right. Well, you can still mark Joe.
Mm-hmm. Witherling 2 marked.
All right, you got it. I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to here, and I will use my encounter power passing attack against number 2. So this is against its AC. Blizzard attack. 22 to
Seriously?
hit.
Get over here!
That hits.
All right.
All right.
Now that I've hit, after I do damage here, I get a second attack after I shift 1, but I'll do damage first. Whew, max damage, 17.
All right.
Against number 2?
Yes. And now what happens is I get to shift 1 square and get a second attack against a different target with a +2 bonus, so I'll shift down here and attack Witherling 1.
Oh, shit, look at this guy.
And I will attack, and 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the Arsenio Hall if you didn't get it.
Thanks.
9 damage against 1. And that's the end of my turn, but I will mark Witherling 1. So both of
That
them
one is bloodied. And when it's bloodied, it seems to fly into a rage.
Witherling flies into a rage!
Nick, you get temporary hit points.
Okay, cool.
I got Pocky.
So
Does
it's
anybody
just-
want Pocky?
Yes,
Pocky,
I love
Pocky,
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 Joe.
Pocky,
You're
Pocky,
Texas Pocky.
Texas Pocky.
All right.
Let's beat up these monsters first.
All right.
So it's just like enraged, it doesn't take an immediate action? Or...
Nope.
Okay.
So Joe's got Witherling 2 marked, I've got Witherling 1 marked.
Mhm.
So Skitch be a bit safer now.
I had to get them in range of you guys in some way.
Okay. My turn then. If that's all the Witherlings are going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll move 6 over here, and since Knoll Hunter is the closest, am I closest to him? I think so. 1, 2, 3.
No, you're closest to Witherling. You're like 4 away from the Witherling, too.
No. I'm the closest one to Knoll Hunter.
Yeah, I think you are.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you are. Okay.
Okay.
I will use Careful Attack against the Knoll Hunter, and since he's my quarry, I get a +2 to my attack, so that's 12. 23 to AC.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. So
Arrow fight!
So that's 10 damage. I will spend my action point, and I will use my Shadow Wasp Strike on it.
Are you targeting Knoll Hunter?
Yeah, Knoll Hunter. 24 to AC.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 5 damage. It's 11 damage to him, and that will end my turn, and it is Chris's turn.
So 22 total. Wow, that hurt.
Just to check, Spoony, in the spirit animal thing that I sent you, it said my animal companion can move when I move. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, the knoll's bloodied.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Witherling 2 is not marked because it says Close Burst 2. I can't mark anything further than 2 spaces away.
I'm going to move here, and my bird is going to move to here, and then I'm going to cast Grasping Tide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be in the square of here
I'm
if it
looking at
hits.
shoulder.
So this is against his fortitude, I believe, for the first attack. Yes.
Got a black box.
Yeah. Should be blue, but yeah. Alright, it's against his fortitude. If it's a load... 15, hit fortitude.
It's close, hang on. Yeah, it hits.
Oh man, that's 40, 50, 15. That's 14.
Yeah, you came close.
Alright. That's going to be 8 damage to him, and if he tries to move out of that square, I get that secondary attack against him.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend my minor action, shift into a wild beast. That's it.
Sean.
All right. Let's see.
Moving right along. Plan out your turns before you call.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boosh. I'm going.
So satisfied with that.
I am. I remembered to flank. My God. I'm
it
going.
took you 12 sessions.
I'm going to use. I'm going to use guarded attack on it. I'm not zooming close enough. Withering 2. Fuck.
Fail.
Who's making fart noises?
Joe.
Shut up.
Play more Motorhead.
I'll use an action point, I guess, and use jumping blade assault.
There you go.
Fuck me! Hey, I won't do shit.
Jump, trip, and fall on your face, assault.
Boosh! Alright, I'm done.
Spinning blade assault! Oh, never mind.
I moved. Get your turn.
As your blade, Window, sir.
I'm trying to think of a comparable, lame shonen hero to compare to our Steam to. You're like the fucking Krillin of this group.
Hey, Krillin's
Cerberus
awesome. You shut
strike.
the hell up.
Well, who's the one that really sucked, wasn't it?
Yamcha.
Yamcha.
No!
You're the Yamcha of our
Sorry. Yamcha was fine until Dragon Ball Z, and then he started really sucking.
Alright, I'm going to shift one square up here, and then you shout a triumph against square that encompasses Victor, Witherling 2, and Witherling 1. The attacks against Witherling... Oh, do they still grant combat advantage?
No.
Julie, okay. So, Witherling 2 and 1, this is going to be an attack against Fortitude. It's going to be +7. So, Witherling 2, Witherling 1, 18, 13.
Yeah.
Did they both hit, or just one of them hits?
I'm sorry, yeah, the first one hits, sorry.
Okay. Alright, I can get to... Witherling 1 gets 1d6 plus 6 damage. Witherling 2, that is. Witherling 2 gets 8 damage. And is pushed 3 squares away. So, 1, 2, let's say, 3. Come on.
He's bloodied.
3. He's bloodied. I'm going to give myself temporary hit points then. And then, Victor, you can slide 3 squares of your choice, so.
I will move in front of you.
Alright. And that will end my turn for now.
The Witherling's turn.
Okay.
Okay, Witherling 2 is not marked, but Witherling 1 is marked by me.
Okay. Okay, number 2 does its sudden leap, which allows it to leap 4 squares in any direction.
Oh, God.
You can make an attack of opportunity against it, Victor, if you want.
Okay, I will do so. Basic attack.
Nah, I don't want to.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Well, it gets-
You know what that means, guys!
It gets a +5 to attacks of opportunity, but when you roll a 20, there's not shit I can do about that.
if you fucking cleave this dude's head off to
I
you
hope
during
I
his
do.
epic jump.
Well, I automatically do 17 damage. So
But you have to roll something else on top of that, don't you? Or...
plus, yeah, and also plus the D12, so I do 27 damage.
Note to
Guess
self:
how many-
don't take
guess
attacking
how many-
opportunities against Vic.
Guess how many hit points it had?
27.
Yeah.
Nick was like, "No, motherfucker, no!"
Like, oh, he is jumping with hit level 2x. Whoosh.
Victor has
No
great
hunter underestimated us a bit.
All right.
Victor
All right,
specializes.
slap Jackie.
He specializes.
That was
against-
pure dumb luck.
Dude, you always get an opportunity action, too. That's the only fucking time you crit. People need to stop moving away from you.
Or moving
And
towards you.
when it's bloodied, he gets 2 attacks, and I miss and botch with both. So, yeah.
I'm threatening, I swear it.
I'm done.
What are you going to
It's
do?
the
Bleed
Noel's
on me?
turn.
Noel's turn, eh? Actually, it's Morwith's turn. She comes out a little bit upset.
Well, I wanted to do that.
Is that a baddie?
No, that's Moretha. Do not kill her.
And she misses. Then the Knoll goes. Then
Wait,
we'll
was
shoot.
she attacking the Knoll or us?
Yeah, the Witherling. She shot a bow at the Witherling and missed. Okay, then the Knoll fires at Darstine and botches. I
I
get to
think
roll
this
my
is going to be like the inverse of last session.
Doesn't save.
super table. Okay,
Joe.
I'm done.
Was that a save?
No. Oh no. This isn't safe, and it still misses.
Is Witherling 1 bloodied?
Yep.
Okay. I'll move adjacent to him, and I will attack with Booming Blade. 23 versus AC.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. We'll do...
I think this is my night to have not very good dice rolls.
We'll do 8 damage. Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, I'm done.
Nick.
All right, I will use. Let's see. I'll use my brash strike against it. There it is. Okay, so plus 10 to attack.
Oh,
Shit.
Jesus!
Wow, Victor!
Victor feels great today!
Apparently, I should snort mushrooms more often.
The fuck is with you, dude?
I don't know. That's 20 damage plus a d12. Oh god! I rolled 32 damage.
Holy shit!
Perfect.
Fatality, flawless victory, perfect, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And I will move over to. I think I'll try and get in the way of Darstine, so he'll shoot at me instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
And
should
that's my move action.
watch this. He'll throw the axe next and crit with throwing the axe across the battlefield.
Fucking epic!
You know, you get a gigantic penalty for throwing a two-handed, non-throwing weapon, right? I don't care. Natural 20.
I'm gonna move Gray up there. I'm going to use careful attack. 20 plus. He's my quarry, so 12. 22 to AC.
Yeah.
That's 1d10 plus 5 damage, and 1d6 for being my quarry, so 8. Oh, 14 damage.
Clearly, I need to throw in bigger monsters to oppose you guys. I need to bring the mushroom people back. 'Cause that was embarrassing.
That's pretty bad.
Wow.
So I think Garrett got hit. That was about it.
Yep, I got hit.
Oh, the
Wait,
next
this house
encounter's
got
gonna
kind of
suck.
banged up before we.
Okay.
Marwithia is
Experience points.
3 experience points.
That encounter was worth 500 experience points, so at least it wasn't worth a lot.
Alright, so 83 a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's level 4 at? Like 35, 50?
37, 50.
And we got what, 88? Is that what you said?
83.
83.
So 2, 3.
Gitch and I are at 3368.
Yes.
What are the odds?
Hey, it's
For rolling 2 20s, 1 in 400.
Well, yeah, but on top of that, dealing
Max damage.
exactly 27 damage and then max damage on the second one. That's 400 times
Hacks.
140.
Yeah, I almost want to call hacks on you. But you're awesome, so I'm not.
I don't know, maybe Windows 7 is so awesome that it automatically rolls 20s when you want it to. I don't know, let's see. There's a 7, there's a 7, there's an 8. Yeah, that's the thing. It felt bad because it gave me a 1 on my initiative.
I think Victor was listening to Soldier Boy. Tell him.
I hate you!
He channeled his rage. Every time a Witherling came towards him, he saw Soldier Boy.
Hey, Spoony, can I go up to the corpse of the gnoll and see if I can't recover a couple arrows?
Yeah, you can try. Basically, for every arrow that is a 50-50 chance that it's broken and lost.
Okay. So, you want to roll 1d 100 for...
Yeah, just roll D100s and you can keep track of it.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Victor.
Like a rule.
That's
with
usually the way it is for recovering arrows. Is 50-50 shot, they're just gone.
I got 1 back. Yay.
Jesus, Victor, leave some for the rest of us.
I want a wild shape out of beast form, so I look like human.
I always remember thinking that the rule they had 3rd edition was kind of weird because it was like if you hit somebody, it's always gone.
Marwaitha, the druid that spoke to Juliet earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She bows slightly in thanks. For those of you who have never seen a wood elf before, you are struck by how un-elf-like, or at least how un-high elf-like she looks. As in, she looks like she's like tattooed all over, and she's got like tribal face paint on. Looks very, oh, what's the word? Dirty.
Dirty.
Rustic?
Primal.
She says, "You return."
Yes, and we came looking for your help, actually.
My help. What could I do to possibly help you?
Well, when I first spoke with you, you told us to watch out for the High Elves. Unfortunately, that wasn't as possible as we first hoped, and we are in a bit of a trouble at the moment. We were wondering, do you know any of the old Elvish languages?
She nods cautiously. Just she says, "Yes, but what good is reading now? The elves are coming, and soon they will be on us."
We need to help undo a curse. The only way to undo it is to understand how it is performed, and it's written in a language none of us understand. It's written in a very old Elvish. Would you be able to help us read it and translate it so we can best understand how to undo this curse?
She sighs. "Come inside."
I'm pulling an arrow out of my neck right now while we walk. That would really hurt.
She sees that you actually have been wounded. She kind of spits on the ground. She goes, "Knoll arrows. You'd best get that cleaned at once. You don't want to know what the Knolls store their arrows in."
Scorpion poison. Oh, god damn it.
I've been exposed to many hazardous substances already.
They store them in their outhouses so that their victims die of infection.
Fabulous.
Would you like me to try checking that out for you, Garrett?
You can go ahead and do so.
Try a heal check on it, 20. See if I can't throw some elbow grease on that.
You elbow me in the wound. Oh, you'll be better.
Bear punch you in the neck.
You clean it up. It looks okay.
Snap out of it, Garrett. Whack.
Punch him in the neck.
My bird comes with me.
It's a vorpal arrow.
So she sits you down. Her cabin is basically just like there's no furniture in it. She's got like a series of furs laid down as a mat, and that's just about the only real furniture that goes on here. The only other thing she has is like against the wall, she has several weapons that she's been crafting. She appears to make her own bows and arrows and stuff like that. So she's basically got just that amount of tools to maintain her weapons and armor. And she's got a small store of food, and she's got a few animals in captivity. Like she's got some chickens that she keeps for eggs. She keeps them in her house.
Chicken!
But she's kind of a weird chick. So she sits down cross-legged on the floor, and she says, "So, what is this? What could you possibly read that would drive the elves from our lands?"
This is gonna be bad.
We are reading essentially what the Witch Queen has been searching for.
What is that?
A book of power. The Witch Queen seeks to become very powerful.
She says, "The Witch Queen has always sought arcane knowledge. What makes this book any different?"
Do you want me to talk about it, or do you want to?
Chris, are you trying to avoid actually naming the book, or?
I'm gonna have Garrett. So. Yeah, I'm gonna have Garrett do it. Be like, Garrett, perhaps you're better with words and people thingy.
All right. There seems to be an attempt by the Witch Queen to become a demigod, and she was attempting to get her hands on a book that would, in theory, allow her to do so.
Morgana, you speak of the Black Eladrin.
Yes.
You pinned that one right on the fucking donkey.
So, we were able to prevent her from obtaining the word Morgana. That means that we are in a position of it because we needed to resolve the curse that has been placed on the King of Sarmaneth.
And you found this thing, and you bring it here?
We did so only to seek aid.
You should destroy it at once.
Doing so will cause one of our allies to be killed, at least. So we are trying to determine the best course of action to, one, help the king in any way that we can, and two, prevent any of our allies from passing.
Don't you understand? That book is Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
She has bound her soul within its pages. That book is her phylactery.
That's...
Fuck!
God damn it! It's like the 7th Harry Potter book!
That sucks.
That's all the more important that we need to understand this book. Can you help us or not?
No, the point is that if it's that, then destroying it is more or less one of the things that has to be done with it.
Alright, well, here's the problem. Is that our little friend Darstine here, she opened the book and she's cursed with it now, and we kind of need a way to undo that.
She thinks about this for a second, scooches back from Darstine a little bit.
What? There's nothing wrong with me.
Give me the book! Give me the book!
Just don't touch my book and we're cool.
Yeah. So that's a situation that we're in at the moment.
And there's also a spell in there we kind of need to work on to make our Jelly King not jelly anymore.
And Lord Vane over there and myself were able to at least decipher the curse in a certain level, but there is really... we aren't sure how we can undo the curse.
We only get one shot at this. Can you help us read it?
Says this thing can be done, but the book cannot be suffered to still exist. Her soul is in those pages, and if you are the one who bears the book, it It will only be a matter of time before it corrupts your soul, and soon you will become as she was.
Do you know of a way to dispel this curse?
Become a demigod?
She pulls her knife out.
It's a phylactery. Yeah,
Wait,
that's...
but how do you know so much about Morgana?
Because such things such things are told of in dark stories among our people.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you people come from?
We are the Wood Elves. We come from the woods, but the Eladrin, they come from the... Shut up.
Sorry.
You said wood.
But the Eladrin come from the Feywild. And he says, it is very rare for one of them to seek to elevate themselves, to try to attain power over those who live in this particular existence out of the Feywild in this material plane.
Okay. Is there a way to get rid of the curse without killing Darstein?
That would be preferable.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check to gauge if she's hiding something? If possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Do it.
I roll 25 for insight.
25 as well.
Yeah.
She's hiding something. I could have told you that.
No, you didn't roll insight, so you couldn't have told us.
Oh, I could have told you.
Anyways. Okay, so would it be possible for you? Oh, let's see here.
Would you be willing to help us, at the very least, read this book and help us understand how to undo this curse?
Okay, make a diplomacy roll.
Can we say Garrett said that instead? Oh my god, I fucking hate diplomacy in D&D. Wow. Okay, there we go.
That's
18?
Yeah.
She says, I can read this thing, but there is no way to copy the spell from the book. It would take a spellcaster of equal or greater power than Morgana, and few exist except in times of legend.
Got a time machine we could borrow.
Wow.
She shakes her head. She says,
We would.
you must read the spell from the book itself, but that's the price you must pay. If the spell will be erased from the book. There's no way around that.
Is there any way of figuring out what's gonna happen to the Darstein when we read the spell?
This is only one small spell in this massive book. It couldn't possibly kill her.
No. It merely erases part of her memory and her mind.
What will happen? She sighs and she says, "It is perhaps best she does not know what fate will befall her over time. But if you really wish to know, very well. Over time, this book will slowly corrupt and take over her mind until her mind is as Morgana's. If you were to read spells out of this book and cast them as your own, they will vanish from the book, but will imprint themselves in her mind, accelerating the process."
And
Great.
how much time do we have if we don't use this book?
She shakes her head. She says, "Who can say?"
So basically, anything.
Make a guess.
So okay, so I think I have a good feel of what the situation is, but now we have a few problems on our hand right now.
Well, if she can help us read this book, then we can at least understand how to undo the curse. Whether or not we read it is something we'll figure out later. But
She says, "Make a guess." She has to see the book.
Darstein?
Book. Darstein.
Excuse me?
Word of friendship. I'm using word of friendship and trying to compel Darstein to give Morithra the book.
No, not give it, but just to see it.
To hand over her to see it. 32 diplomacy.
I will hold the book.
Nope. I want you to hand it to her, please. On that, Martha.
I do not think she should.
Really, no point in that. But whatever, Garrett.
Well,
All
I'm trying to override.
She says just open the book. She says open it.
I pull it from my pack and I'll open the book.
And what does the first page say? The first page, when you look at it, is blank.
It's blank.
And the second? Blank as well. And she says, and how many pages up to now are blank that were not blank before? And in total there's 6, and the 7th one looks like it's fading.
How far back is the curse page?
The curse was actually on the cover.
No, the
Jello King thing.
The amber curse.
Oh, that was near the back. That was about 60, 65 pages in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's all that gay poetry.
We have a time limit, guys.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's what I figured.
Wait. How many days has it been since we left the crypt?
You just left the crypt 6 days ago.
So 1 page a day.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that clarifies the situation.
All right.
So we have about
Could
2
she
months
help
to get
us?
this done.
Yeah. Can we help her? Could she help us read that spell so we can figure out which word needs to be changed?
She says, I can read this thing, but it would only do good if it would read in the presence of the cursed person.
I don't
All
need
right.
you to cast it. I just want to understand how the spell works.
Did you understand? Okay.
So you want her to just read it out for you so Vane can read it, basically?
Help Vane understand exactly.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, like to help me understand these characters so that I can read it myself. Because if she reads it out loud, that's our one shot and it's gone.
Yeah.
So she basically needs to tell me the basic structure of that language just for those particular words.
She sighs. She says, the Horned One could not possibly understand the lyrical preciseness of the Elven language.
Oh,
This
get
is
over
hopeless.
over yourself, Elf.
Well,
Victor
Vane-
flunked
Vane-
literature in high school.
I mean, I'm perhaps the only other person in this party who's able to do it, but my party has heavy apprehensions towards me being involved with this book and with the text casting the spell.
I am well versed in history and arcana. Just teach me.
It's not even a matter of that. It's a matter of following the lyrical poetry of the traditional Elvish writing.
I was talking to Maquithia.
Pipe down, minstrel!
I speak Elven, if that helps any.
As do I.
You don't speak Old Elven, though.
Neither of us do. I can read it.
Okay, here's what it is. You'll have to spend a full day in study with Morwatha. At the end of that, you will have to make a wisdom check to try to master the pronunciation of particular lyrics.
What's a wisdom check? Oh, 11.
Wisdom modifier.
Basically, roll your wisdom plus bonus d20, and then
Is it wisdom or just wisdom plus modifier?
yeah, wisdom plus
Plus
modifier.
modifier.
What you got, Garrett?
My specialty is more in the intelligence and wisdom. My overall bonus is only a +2, so...
I'm asking
for
what
a
your base
montage.
wisdom is. Mine is 11 with 0 wait, 1.
Yeah. Would I be able to help them in their studies?
Would it be easier if we took Morwatha with us and have her cast it?
Could be done.
That's what I was thinking originally.
I mean, it'll be really, really, really hard to get her back into Sarnath.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Try to teach me. If I can't understand it, then we'll bring you with us.
If she wants to come with us. I want to see if I could try helping them study, since I'm very perceptive
I
and
might
wise.
have screwed the entire party over here. I don't know.
As soon as we arrive, she's taken into a concentration camp where her ears are clipped.
Yeah, she doesn't
You
much
still
like
have
that
us-
either.
All right, try to teach me. Do you want either me or Garrett? Juliet?
Which one would I prefer having to study?
Yeah.
I would prefer having more perceptive of you.
Perceptive?
Yeah, but Garrett has.
I would prefer having the one without the goddess scorpion thing.
Would I be able to help assist?
You guys are all cursed up. You guys are hopeless.
Would I be able to help them?
Oh, good. We got the omnipotent god saying, "Ha ha, you're fucked."
Would I be able to help them study since I'm I have high wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to try to help them study, and if need be, we can try.
So wait, the two arcane users in our party have a +1 and a +1 between them.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
Arcane
wisdom.
is-
I have a higher wisdom than Garrett.
Yeah,
Because fighters specialize in wisdom more so than bards do.
Well,
wisdom is
because-
different than intelligence.
Because wizards do intelligence and wisdom is their dump stat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, bards use charisma, intelligence, and constitution, and wisdom's a dump stat, so...
Juliet, do you think there's any way we might be able to get more Waitha into Sarmanath to do this?
I have a plan on getting our way into Sarmanath, and if it works to my
Getting really
expectations, we
far.
should be able to get anyone into Sarmanath that we might need to.
Didn't your expectations also include bringing the elves to the king?
We're not-
What?
Oh, we're going there.
Oh, yes,
Ah.
that.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Do we even know if the king is still a piece of amber in his throne room?
There are a lot of question marks we don't have
Probably
answered,
is.
but if we sit there and question each single one of them, then we'll get nowhere.
We're with
agree.
you.
I'm going to go
Please.
outside and hunt. I need
Alright.
food.
We're with you. Please try to
Since
teach
I have a
me.
+2, since I have a +2 wisdom, I will try and help the party study.
You'll
Darn!
Victor
Victor
takes
said
out his
study
reading
here.
glasses. Victor
Your
takes out his reading
exit
glasses, which are covered in mothballs, and puts them on.
Bomar plays
Teach-
football outside.
Teach me to read this verse. I'm with you.
Alright.
Juliet, you can help me.
Yeah, me and Dane will try to get taught by Moritha how to read this spell.
What I just said.
Do dick.
Okay, roll your wisdom checks. This is gonna be funny.
18!
4.
Onion rings!
Victor is wiser than Vayne! Barely!
Within the hour, Morwatha has outright exiled Vayne and Victor from the cabin. Your
12.
butchery of the Elvish language can no longer be tolerated.
I can just comprehend languages and learn.
Hate this elfish shit!
So am I just left alone training with her?
I'd love to see,
read
I'd love to
in
see Vayne
words.
trying to speak Elvish with little subtitles like I kill the wheel of cheese at sunrise. The duck's anger is furious.
Now I'm able to ritual cast, so I guess I can continue learning from her then, seeing if I could try maybe casting it.
Yep.
Alright. Continue, Moritha. They know nothing
Sorry.
of your very fancy language. It's quite pretty.
Dwarves have better language.
Okay. After a full day, you feel that you have enough expertise to read at least those pages, basically because you've just memorized them now.
And do we know which word needs to be changed?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweetness. Do I know, or does everyone, convey know too?
Vayne knows, yeah.
Okay.
Speak the language, though.
Oh, yeah, shit, he can't speak it. Well, then I won't,
You're the bard is the only other character in the party who can even speak it, because I can just fake it.
well,
Fragging.
alright, we'll do that then. Moritha, if you don't mind me asking, where might we be able to find your the wood elves if we were seeking them?
In the woods. No, I'm sorry.
Which woods?
Which woods do we seek for the wood elves?
Where would you look for the wood elves in the woods?
You would have to travel far to the southeast to find our native homeland.
Do you know how far of a trip that might be?
Jeez. I'm looking at my maps here. Let me see.
Their door.
Is it the one by Franza and everything like that? Is that the southeast? Which
No,
is-
farther southeast.
Jesus. Above Trosakos?
I don't even know where you're looking, but probably not.
I mean,
I'm on map 4. Like,
oh Jesus! Oh wait, southeast. Never mind. I was looking southwest.
We're gonna have to take Morwetha with us.
We don't need to do that. We know how to understand this, and we can cross that bridge when it comes.
Oh,
to
did you succeed?
Yeah,
Excellent.
I understand. I understand how to do it. And I gave it to you.
yeah, she's
Okay,
talking about the Silverleaf Wood, which is far southeast corner of map 4.
Wow.
Okay.
So I know it? Well, thank you, Juliet. Then if
welcome.
Morwetha over there would explain it in clear language.
Vane, please refrain yourself from doing this.
Sorry, I screw up. I just have very thick accent.
Yes, indeed.
What? Morwetha's been rude to me all day. We saved her ass.
I saved her ass.
Oh, you did.
Bomar, find bug in the grass.
Go Bomar!
All right. Before we leave, I want to ask Morwetha if she perhaps has any rare herbs, items that are used in maybe nature-esque rituals.
She does have herbs that she can sell you for ritual casting. Yeah, I don't even think it matters what kind it is. It's just like a gold piece value,
Yeah.
right? So she'll sell it to you at cost. So like however many. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. Might anyone have 10 gold I can borrow?
Yes.
I have 10. You can have.
I have plenty, actually. I've got shit.
Yeah, let the one that's gonna be dead in a few minutes give you the money.
I've got,
You can tell she doesn't like Vane very much.
You can tell I don't like her very much.
I still don't know why I have all my gold on me, but
Shouldn't Gray be trying to kill herself?
No.
No.
If he does, then we're gonna have to
Because
go after
Juliet asked extremely nicely for Gray to shut his mouth, and he was like, "Fine."
But I don't like her.
But don't like her.
She's not that kind of elf.
Yeah.
Oh.
She does actually appear to be one of those high elf fucks.
Yeah, because you said kill all elves, but not wood elves.
He was drunk.
Well, I was drunk, and that's how I spent my night, rather than rescuing your asses.
Anyways.
Dirt. Bolmar like dirty elf.
do I get the 10 rare herbs in?
Yeah.
Okay. I also want to ask if she might have a box. like a cardboard box.
you have a. Can I get a carry-out box?
They get my herbs to go.
How about we
have a
just
box?
make a box? We're in the woods.
She does not have a box.
Alright, well, fair enough.
Why do you
Alright,
need a
then,
box?
It's part of the plan. I will explain when we get
Do we have a plan?
I have a plan.
If
good.
this plan involves Metal Gear style sneaking around with a
It
box,
does not. I'm not looking for a box that big.
Actually, I visited my grandmother yesterday, and there's this 6-year-old cousin of mine who wanted to play hide and seek, and every single time she would hide in this little box, exactly like Snake would. And I just kept on imagining just ripping it off of her and her having the exclamation point over her head.
Alright,
Colonel, if I hide in this box, the truck will take me where I need to go.
alright, so from there, if everyone is done and we've gotten what we need for Morwetha, I want to try heading south along the way to Sarmanath as discreetly as possible.
Oh, I'm gonna need to kind of disguise myself a little bit at this point going in.
Metal Gear.
Colonel,
How far can that...
I feel safe in this box.
Take care of yourself, Morwetha.
Yeah, Morwetha. Joe wants to tell Morwetha to go fuck her clown shoes religion.
Fuck your clown shoes, primal.
Fuck nature.
Fuck your clown shoes trees.
Nature sucks.
It's so dirty.
Nature's stupid.
Hey, Druid, right here.
you fucking pigeon.
It's a majestic eagle.
Tree hugger.
Named Pidgeot.
Named Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto.
So we want to try to head south, and I'm assuming we're not going to be heading south on this road.
That's up to you guys.
We're not going to try to head along the road. We're going to try to head away from the road.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe along those hills, the woods, water.
Now, actually, Okay, this actually, I thought this had like a distance, but it doesn't. But
Yeah, there's no scale. It's about a 3-day journey by road.
Oh, it's 3 days.
Hey,
Okay.
Juliet, where are we
Yes.
going?
We're heading to Sarnath,
Okay.
and I suppose I should explain my plan along the way. Then.
Perhaps. Because I'm
It'll
still...
take- It'll take
Why
3
didn't-
days to explain this plan. So
Why do you need a box?
The box is necessary. The reason I grabbed the Scalion's head is because I want to try to present it to show our allegiance. However, I don't trust that Talbot gentleman that was in the court. He seemed far too eager to instantly condemn us. However, from what Garrett told me, Queen Elena did not seem as sure and convicted towards us being the criminals.
that
I
head's gonna be
was-
nasty
yeah.
after like a week and a half.
So your plan is to show Queen Elena the nasty, rotting head.
No, my plan is not that.
Trust us!
Let him finish!
My plan is to send her an animal messenger with the message given by Garrett, telling her that we plan to save the king, and that we want her to send one of her most trusted servants, knights, whoever should be, to a specific area, and we'll show her a sign of our loyalty. That loyalty being a Scalion's head in the box. And if she's willing to work with us, then she'll send us another message.
It's his head in the box.
I see.
Okay.
Cut a hole in the box.
And what chance do we have of potentially a noble walking back with a head in a box?
Let's not shit on this plan, Gray. This sounds good.
All right.
Put your head in the box.
So can we chill at Morwaith's place, or
No, unfortunately,
we're outta here.
I'm not as versed in nature as to send a bird that far, or a messenger that far. We will need to get at least within 24 hours of Sarnath before I can send this message.
Well, that seems like a fair enough plan. I just hope that when she gets the message that she doesn't let anyone else know, and we end up setting ourselves up for an ambush. But we have
Well,
very
Best
few
plan-
options.
It's the best plan we have at the moment.
Because
so when you write your message, just make sure you say "bring a box."
We're giving the box. If we can't have a box, then one of our team members will be there to present it.
I could just put it in my adventurers pack, open it up, and show the head. Doesn't need to be a box.
I have a backpack we can use. So
All right, then yeah.
Okay, you've been carrying that head around for 8 days now.
Ugh.
It's pretty stinky, but you know. Desert
mind.
times.
Keep it away from me.
Gray
All
could
right,
like.
so
dip
then our
his arrows
plan
in
is
it.
to head south for 2 days, and then
That is correct.
and I guess
All
we're going to be traveling away as far away from that road as humanly possible.
Yeah, we
Which
don't
road?
want
The Mushroom Road?
No, the road directly from Ahistus to Sarnath. We don't want to be right there on the road.
Before we leave, Morwaitha, do you happen to have rations we could buy?
Get one of your
Yes.
chickens and eat it. I don't ask her that.
Bomar likes chicken.
Oh, more like chicken.
Bomar wants chicken.
Chicken good.
Yes, she has some rations that she can sell you.
Yay, rations. Is she buying it at cost or?
Yeah,
Um,
except for Vane.
Son of...
how many days were we on the road again?
6
We were on 6. Okay,
so far.
Little grubby elf hands have been all over that. I don't want it.
Might I be able to also, while we're outside, would I be able to forage for a little bit of food?
Yeah.
25 to try to forage for food?
Oh yeah.
Forget, what is that? I think it's
The
like...
game is plentiful.
Hold on. I know there's like a specific amount of food you get, like, based on your check, I think. Is it like, alright, your nature, forage... 25 is up to 5 people. But you might be able to adjust the DC.
It works out.
Okay. So I have enough food for us for at least this 24 hours.
And I've got enough rations for 10 days for myself, so.
Okay.
Alright,
If
so.
that's it, then we're
And
going...
she says before you leave, since I do owe you my life, I suppose I can give you at least some chance at saving your Dragonborn's life as well. If you are successful in your quest, return here and I will tell you what I know.
Very well.
Thank you.
Sean?
Head off!
Darskeen?
Unfortunately, it will also mean having to bring him back with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Fuck him.
Vane will sit outside. He's a good boy.
Fuck, I'm murder.
Me and Vrain will sit outside and we'll throw the football around. We'll play.
No,
well,
I mean,
football game.
no, I mean you will need him where you'll be going.
Oh.
Huh?
I don't
You
like
mean the
that.
king?
No. He means we need Lord Vane. Tieflings, magic, fire, brimstone.
Oh.
Very bad stuff.
By the way, Moaitha, do you have any arrows I could buy from you?
Alright, well, we're about to leave, Moaitha. Do you have any food we could borrow? Alright, well, see you later. Do you have any arrows?
Do you have an axe?
I'll take
A
that as
really
a
big
yes,
one.
and I'll buy 20 arrows from you. Well, thank you.
She throws 20 arrows at you.
Now go away!
Stop being here.
Well, all right, man. This would be so much easier if we could just buy an air car. You know.
We're going to need a marching order, aren't we?
I'm keeping my bird out, by the way. I'm not unsummoning it. He's always going to be with me.
For the end of time.
As heroes, you are all very annoying.
Hey! I learned your fruity elven language bullshit.
Oh.
Kidding.
Fuck you and your clown shoes language.
Fuck you.
As
your
I
classroom
walk
bullshit.
off, I say under my breath, "Fetcher, fetcher, slave."
Do you actually
What?
say that?
Yeah.
As I walk off, I thank her very politely for not killing me.
If you do that, I'm punching you in the face.
Do it.
Fine. I'm bearing it up and I'm punching you in the mouth.
All right, roll for it, and then I'll roll back. Go ahead.
Sweet, no, I'm not
Your
gonna-
fist fight over this. Come on.
As much as I'd like to, I don't want to start an entire fist.
Turn
Actually,
into a bear and punch him.
That's what
actually,
I thought.
can I actually walk? Can I actually walk back in there and ask her one more question?
Dude!
I know,
One more!
We're like the Columbo of D&D groups.
I know. I've actually got like a serious question though.
So, can I see that box?
So can I be a demigod?
This is why I moved away from cities. What?
About how long? About how many pages should fade away in the book to where it would start to really affect Vane?
She doesn't know. She's not an expert on soul overriding book magic.
Well, she knew about Morgana, so if she fuck it.
If a lot of pages are gone, it is bad. We will operate on that.
Can I walk back in there?
No,
No, if you fucking try to walk back in there, then I'm turning into a salmon and I'm punching you in the face.
Damn it,
Salmon?
Darstein.
By the logic of this game, turning into a salmon is just as
Darcy.
strong as punching you while I'm a bear.
You should have
It's
asked.
a
her-
Magikarp slap.
You should have asked her why
I'm
she.
Magikarping your fucking ass.
I think
You
we should
you
start
should have
marching
asked
now.
her why she isn't making toys for that jolly fat dwarf. Oh, no.
Still even gonna know the reference though.
Oh, we need to start marching now.
It's kind of fourth wall breaking.
come
kinda
on,
like-
let's get
I
marching.
kind of like yell as we walk away. Have a nice day.
Yes, I'm gonna take the front of the marching order then. Pidgeotto, a little bit to the front.
Oh,
Fetcher.
She's got to have a sign nailed up outside when we return. No veins allowed.
okay.
Joe, roll for angry sex with Moral.
Angry.
Start going at it with Joe now, just fucking knocking him out.
It was just sexual tension, is all it was.
All right.
Come in and just have dirty, wild sex with Moringa.
You take a roundabout path to the south, trying to avoid the King's Road as much as possible. This leads you to pass through a number of sprawled out farmsteads and small hamlets that are just kind of scattered along the landscape.
To be or not to be. Sorry.
Shut up.
Shut your fucking mouth, Nick.
He said hamlets.
You do your best to stay inconspicuous as you make your way through there, trying to avoid civilization wherever possible. At least I assume you do.
Yes.
What are you talking
And-
about? Civilization should try to avoid us. No, I'm just kidding.
In fact, if we even have 10 minutes, I'm I want to try performing my. Actually, no. I'm going to save that just in case we need another animal messenger.
All right. I go. So, you don't find yourselves menaced by any guardsmen or anything like that. No patrols. In fact, you're surprised at how few there are. You wonder if, in fact, that most of the strength of the kingdom has gone to fortify its borders, and have somewhat forgotten about you. And you actually start to think that maybe this will be easier than you initially planned.
Oh, it's never that easy.
Can I be wise enough not to be deceived by this?
So,
I want a yes.
I'm not saying shit. You find yourself about 24 hours, almost exactly 24 hours outside of Sarmanath, and you can see in the distance the huge sprawling city, in the center of which is the castle. And you said you wanted to do something 24 hours out, so this is about where you...
If we can get closer to 12 hours in, that'd be even better.
Hey, why don't you... Wait, why don't you give me Pidgeotto, and I'll do it. You guys are being hunted.
Well,
That's a good point.
I can't give you Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is not an actual animal, so it doesn't work for this spell. I'd have to actually find a bird. Unfortunately, the spell only lasts for a certain amount of time, and I'm 24 hours if I can roll a DC higher than 40, and I can't.
Okay, we'll find an animal.
12 hours in, I can probably make a 12.
Can we just send Vayne in as a messenger?
Well, the question is how he's going to be able to get in deeply enough.
I don't want to test that theory.
And also, if it doesn't work,
if they realize that he's a messenger from us, then they will probably hold him prisoner.
Yeah, yep. I don't want to trust that a tiefling coming in won't immediately be suspected either.
They all look alike anyway.
Son of a bitch.
I think they are. I think they will be racist against him. If we can try to get 7 hours in, I could try casting this ritual.
Okay.
7 hours in? Are we cutting this close?
Well, 12 hours in. 12 hours in.
Okay, you find yourself about, you'd say, 15 to 18 miles outside of town.
I'm going to lay low and try to stay clear.
Okay, do I need to roll anything in particular for this message that I'm writing to the Queen?
No, you don't need to roll anything. Just, if you can make it under 25 words. It's basically the sending spell of the other games.
Alright.
But if you need to, I can technically send 2 birds.
Okay, well, what is
text messages in parts?
They'll carry from both sides.
Please wait for the next bird. You saved your father.
All right.
We can fix King. Have proof. Come here.
This is worse than Twitter.
Actually, what is the exact message we want to send? What are the different parts that are crucial to it?
I want to send that. This is Garrett, and we want to save your king. If you could send 1 vassal to a particular area.
Damn this 140 character limit.
Okay, hang on. Okay, we want her to send a messenger to the north.
We need to see if we can find any particular area which is like a landmark that we can point out to her.
A landmark where we can leave the rotting head.
Yeah.
We're not going to leave it. I could...
If you want to stay behind, you're more than welcome. It'll probably...
No, because that could set up for an ambush and I can get captured if it's just one of us. But if it's all 6 of us, then, it'd be hard for guard.
Okay, how about this?
I don't want the person to
3,
come
4,
up
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Guys?
Yeah. Okay. I've got a possible message here.
I got one. I'm working on one too. So.
You got one too? Okay. Yeah, mine's just...
All right, well... Do we notice anything of where we are that would be remotely identifiable in this message?
What?
Is there a farmstead near us?
A farmstead we can name, or maybe a significant tree that stands out?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, you could just name a specific location and have that place camped out. Really, the easiest place for even someone of a queen would probably not know exactly where a tree is, a specific tree, unless she'd been around it. But you'd probably have to name a specific building or even a town or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is there a specific around us that we can name? That's what I'm asking, that we know of.
Just a second. I can think of something here.
Mine gives us like 8 words to describe a location.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking about writing. I was like, that's pretty much the best formatting we have for what we're doing here. So, I guess maybe if I write really small, I could fit more in here. I'm gonna write in 4-point font right now.
This isn't an actual physical message. You're telling this to, the bird that I get.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just being. All right.
Okay, so yeah, if there is a location, we should have plenty of space left to describe.
Okay, yeah.
Today's Lee's birthday. All right.
There's a small trapper's village, which is what you're looking at right now. It's a trapper's village that is kind of at the midpoint between here, the Sarmaneth, and the Forest of the West. It's really just nothing more than a work camp, but it does have a small tavern called the Golden Gargoyle Tap House.
That's a good place for an ambush, though.
Well, we're not going to be there for them to ambush us.
Okay. So are we going to leave a rotting head in a tavern?
We're going to leave it
In a box in a tavern.
Or near the tavern, not in the tavern.
Okay.
Well, we could like leave it under like a tree near the tavern or something.
We don't want to leave it outside with workers walking around. They'll be able to smell the stench. It's got to be...
Okay, and what page is this animal messenger thing on, so I know exactly how it works?
It is in the player's handbook. It's towards the back, since that's where the rituals are. It's animal messenger, though, so it's like the first ritual in rituals.
Can we send Vane into the tavern to scout it out?
Page 302. Oh, wait,
Well,
no, page
if Vane goes to make sure at least
300.
Because they'll arrest us, Joe. But they might not be looking out for Vane. He could make sure that the messenger picks up the package,
or at the very least can tell us, any spots we would be able to leave the bag that the messenger could be looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can pick out a spot. That's not a problem. Well, I still need a nature check results for the animal messenger.
All right. Python nature check 13. That's not good.
That's not good.
No. An hour later, I'm going to try to use the herbs again.
Yeah, the animal looks in confusion. This is an awfully long way. I don't think so.
An hour later, can I try again?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So we've got to come up with another.
The bird says, "I'm really afraid of cities." I don't think so.
So we've got to come up with another plan anyway.
Find a squirrel.
No, we gotta rest today or get closer to the city because. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, what we could do is split up the party. One party goes towards closer and helps Chris out, and the other party sets the message up.
Sets the message up.
sets
You mean to me
the
set-
package and everything.
Right.
All right.
We bide
Well,
our time that way.
I need to stay with you, Chris, for the message, and guess the rest of you and three
I
of
mean,
you.
no, do we all agree on this, or is this a bad idea?
I agree. That's fine.
Okay,
It's fine with me.
so should we leave like a note with the head with like further instructions or propositions?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Waka Waka.
Here's the head.
Oh no, like something like
the
if you
message I'm thinking is we leave her a message saying in the box that if you are willing to hear us out on saving your father, then like leave your window open at night or something like that, so we know that she's on our plan and that we'll meet you tomorrow at the same spot. Something to that degree.
this doesn't sound that.
If you want to leave a note, that's fine.
If
You'd
it's
rather would you rather me have the box and the head so that we can make sure that it gets conveyed and nobody picks up the head or anything like that? They're not looking for me, and I can act as a liaison. If I can see whoever's coming. If it's like a big fucking army of 4 or 5 dudes to come and arrest me, I'll skedaddle out of there before they show up.
We should also probably give you some gold to bribe the tavern keep. That way he could...
Why would I need to bribe him?
So he could ignore the smell of rotting flesh in his tavern.
All right.
You got a dead cat in there?
Yes, and I'm trading it for pot. Yeah, I agree with the idea of having Lord Vane there. At the very least, having one person isn't going to get.
All right.
Okay, so once again, the plan
I'm definitely not going to walk into a tavern with a rotting head because other people will smell it. So I could. No. I'm going to have to really because I don't want to separate myself from the package because I was going to leave it out in the back and then come in, explain the situation to the tavern guy, pay him. Then go back out and have him store it in his storeroom until the messenger shows up.
Assuming he's willing to go along with something that shady, that would be actually a good idea. However, if he's not willing to go along with something that shady and you fail any sort of checks, this would be bad for all of us.
Okay, how about this? I purchase a room for him. I'm a traveler. I need room and board. Then when I get the room, I just basically mind my own business and go up to my room, and I'll tell the tavern that
we can make that say meet in this room.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody. Lord Vane is in room whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do realize though that this will be incriminating you if this backfires.
How can it incriminate me? I have the head.
Come up with a fake name. Come up with a fake name, register it under that name.
Call him Underhill.
And something like that, and say to go to the tavern and ask for a person of that name.
Ooh, perfect. And I'll just be sitting down like I'm a patron.
Yeah, I just made an awesome Lord of the Rings reference, and nobody picked up on it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I figured it was something Lord of the Rings related, but I couldn't remember. Was that Frodo's fake name?
Yeah.
Underhill?
Yeah.
Well, at first, when he first leaves the Shire, and he uses a fake name.
Call him Mr. Bomar.
Mr. Bomar.
Bomar's not a bad name for them to just ask for.
Looking for a guy named Bomar?
Yeah, ask for Bomar.
Look for a big dumb guy named Bomar.
Bomar. All right, well, give me the head, and I'll head to this Well, first, you need to get this animal messenger.
Well, here, I have an extra backpack, so why don't I give you that? That way you can at least somewhat muffle the odor.
Yeah, we'll put it in 2 backpacks so that it muffles the odor. I really... I need to know, do I ask the DM if I can still smell it through 2 backpacks?
It's a big rotting head. It smells.
It's not...
I'm trying to prevent it from not smelling.
We don't have vacuum seals in this age, unfortunately.
Juliet, do you have any pretty girl spells that make you smell nice?
Pretty girl spell?
She's a druid!
No, I don't. Unfortunately, that's more of a religious thing. And our cleric kind
would you blow me?
our cleric kind of booked it to the Feywild.
All right, I tell you what, I splash a little bit of dirt on my face, and I'm just going to basically say I need a shower and a room. And that's how
we can do.
Jesus, dude, you smell like corpse.
I know.
What we could do is we could leave the bag in the middle of the room where it's really obvious with the note on top of it.
Stick a knife in the middle of his head.
Listen, this is the perfect plan, and we're going with this. Do you need me to explain it so that everybody is clear?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get the messenger off. I'm going to go to the tavern.
Oh, he smells like his father.
Oh!
Who said that?
Oh!
How are you, Banhammer, where the fuck you are? Oh, you motherfucker.
That was really funny. Don't ban that.
I'm just playing. Joke. Kill some motherfuckers up here.
Graveyard.
Alright. Get the damn animal messenger gone. I'll dirty myself up. I'm gonna go in the tavern, ask for a room.
As Bomar.
What?
Make
Bomar,
sure you have
ask
the name.
Bomar. I'm going to get in my room. I'm going to put the pack in the room. Then I'm going to go downstairs. And I'm just basically going to drink beer after, I'll actually shower. I'll drink beer and act a patron until the messenger shows up.
Okay, so I'm assuming that group 1 that's going with Chris to help him send the animal will be Chris, Skitch, and...
Victor.
And Victor? Alright,
Yes.
so myself, Sean, and Joe will go towards the town. Myself and Sean will stay outside the town in camp, but we'll come in if he's not back in a certain amount of time.
Okay,
All right.
what's the name of the tavern?
The Golden Gargoyle Taproom.
I hope to God they have rooms.
You hope to God they have what?
Rooms for you to stay in.
It's a fucking tavern. What kind of tavern doesn't have room?
Do you need gold, by the way, since Sean is with us? He's got gold.
Yeah, I do have plenty of gold to spare if you need any. So.
Yes, give
Well,
me
Yeah.
give me some gold. How many can you spare?
Well, I've been carrying all my gold with me. I haven't stored it anywhere for some fucking reason. And with all those gold packs we got out of the lid.
You have 10 gold. Give me 10 gold. That's more than enough.
All right, I've got like 400.
What?
So I'll give you 20
Fine.
just to have spare. And
Yeah, basically taverns aren't necessarily inns.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Would we be able to take a 15-minute break? I want to try to think up that message that Joe needs.
Okay.
Need
Well, we
15
can
minutes?
we can still do what Joe's going to do. So
Yeah, you can still do that. I just need to think of... I want to think of how we convey to her that we want to meet up and get into Sarma.
You're trying to outthink Noah, is what you're doing. It's
Well,
pretty
we're trying to be diplomatic. Diplomatic.
I'll be right back.
I can handle it, but if you want to run it, that's fine. But I can handle it.
Well, we can take care of what Joe's doing. Essentially, me and Darstine are going to stay outside, well outside, maybe a couple hours outside, and set up camp in a discreet area.
okay.
okay, so Lord Vane's going inside.
Yes, we'll do this while. Yeah, I'm going inside. I'm dirtied up. I'm looking for. I walk up to the tavern owner or the bartender, rather, and I ask him, "Sir, I need a shower in a room."
He says, well, we don't get many travelers around these parts, sir. You want a room with a bath? Well, we do have rooms, but what brings you to this neck of the woods, if you don't mind my asking? You here for the celebration?
Celebration? No. What is
Alright.
the celebration you speak of?
You mean you haven't heard? What rock you been living under, mate?
I'm not from around these parts.
Oh, that's clear. That's plain as day it is. Ah, well, it's the celebration in Sarmanath, you see, the wedding, the great wedding.
Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Who is
It's
this
gotta be
wedding?
him.
Who is this wedding between?
Well, it's the royal wedding, sir. It's the royal wedding between Milady the Queen and Lord Talbot, the Queen
It
Regent.
is him. No. We have to send it tonight.
Oh, wow. And when did you say this wedding happens?
Well, the wedding happens, well, I believe it's tomorrow evening, if it's, I believe. I'm
Gotta
doing
send
myself,
the
but I've got
message
so much
tonight.
work to do.
Well, sir, then I'll make sure that I clean up extra well for that. I'll definitely attend.
Oh, that you better, me lord. After all, you're such a fine-dressed gentleman as yourself. I only assumed you were an invited guest.
No, I'm definitely not. I'm not on any sort of list, but I'm definitely going. Will you be attending?
Oh, me? No. I'm just a common folk, sir. Got lots of trapping to do. Got all sorts of bills to pay, bar to tend.
You know, maybe we should.
Well,
Maybe we
then,
should
how
just.
much?
I'm
Well,
sorry.
take this extra gold piece in addition to the cost of the room to help you in your trapping.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I just want to be left alone, but I do need to let you know that there will be somebody that's looking for me. That'll come by shortly, looking for me. What room are you giving me?
Well, there's only 2 rooms available upstairs, sir. I'll have it used to be a storage room, but I'll have it cleaned out. I'll have it brought up to you.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure who.
Friend.
You see, I want to remain inconspicuous. So when my friend walks in here, please do not let him know who I am. I'm actually going to sit close to the bar.
Strange friends you have, sir.
Well, and I slip him.
Don't you worry.
I slip him another gold piece.
I will be the soul of discretion, sir. I don't ask questions who you might be seeing late at night. It's not. I'm not a judging man.
He thinks he's gay.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you understand.
Takes all sorts, me friend. Takes all sorts. Well, we don't get many women out here, so you understand how things can go between 2 blokes. Well, I'll leave you to.
Okay, no, I'm not laughing. I grudgingly just let him go on, and I take the keys from him, and I go upstairs to my room. I take a shower. I put the pack in my room under the bed so that it kind of muffles the smell. I go back downstairs. I sit at a table very close to the bar so that I'm within earshot of the bartender, and I wait.
It's Lord Vane, the gay blade.
He's a manly man for manly men.
We're men. We're men in tights. Tight.
All right. So you're basically waiting for whatever party's coming from Sarmanath. You're kind of the lookout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to wait on Chris to finish his message.
I applaud you, sir. That was funny.
I tell you what we should do at this point. We should just get to the wedding, and then the guy says, "Speak now or forever hold your peace." And we kick the door down. I'm holding up the head, and Garrett's dressed in a tux, and he's like, "I object." And he's shining in this giant column.
I wouldn't do that because even though
we'll get arrested and killed so fast, but it would just be awesome.
I would totally be on board for that, but
it would be so awesome. But it is just the dumbest thing we could possibly do. It would be awesome, and then we would die.
Yeah.
I'm sad because now I know that you've had a funny conversation and I missed part of it. I had to cook up dinner.
Can we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Cool.